Going on, Charles Botenston. So this is actually a very special video because I promised that I was supposed to release one every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I released the video yesterday, which was Thursday, thinking it was Friday because there's no excuse. So this is my very special video that I was not expecting to make until the weekend because I have a bunch of videos I'm going to make over the weekend. But one thing that I can say is obviously you've noticed that on the channels that the channel started taking off. There's one particular video that's making that happen, and it's my gallon challenge. Drinking a gallon of water every single day, and I've gotten, I don't know, 200 subscribers. The video has gone viral on my terms, not on the actual internet terms, in that it's received like 33,000 views or 34,000 views in 2 months, which is by far the most I have on any video. I have the second most, whatever video, the most popular video is, I think, Grant Cardone, or no, it's the book review of Managing Oneself, or Managing Yourself by Peter Drucker, that has like 5,000 views over 2 years. So this received 34,000 views over 2 months. So one thing I can tell you, and this actually, you know, I've never had this kind of popularity on a YouTube channel. This is the first time I'm doing it. So like literally, you know, someone like Casey Neistat or, you know, Vsauce, any of these big guys, Brian Tracy, Tony Robbins, has experienced this type of popularity before. I haven't. So, you know, for me to actually receive the amount of comments, which is like 250, almost like 275, 300 comments, and me, I promised myself to respond to every single one until it became unmanageable. And it's funny, what you see is, this is the type of criticism that people talk about. You know, the type of people that say, you know, and this could be anyone. This could be anyone. This isn't just, I'm just relating it to the comment section because it's real. You could see it. People post it. It's an actual human. But the comment section can be at work, especially at work, because people want to put you in your place. Your family's not going to do it as much, like, as outwardly, but in work, they're going to try and put you in your place. Whether it's your boss, colleagues, people underneath you, they're going to criticize you. They're going to question you. They're going to ask you why you're doing certain things, or why you're in self-development, or why you're reading, or why are you eating healthy? Have this cake, have this coffee, come to this happy hour, do this, do that. And you're sitting there, you're like, I don't want to, but there's this whole FOMO, fear of missing out movement. And it should be FOMO of things that you're afraid to do, and not the things that you know exactly that are going to happen. In other words, we're going to go to the happy hour, we're going to have the chicken wings, we're going to have the beer, and then we're going to wake up hungover on Saturday, because today's Friday, or tomorrow, it could be a Tuesday or a Wednesday or whatever, wake up hungover, be groggy for work, be unhealthy the next day, eat unhealthy the next day, not go to the gym. If you know that's going to happen, that's not a fear of missing out. That's just stupidity. It really is. You have to treat, and it's the same thing. People are like, smoking is bad. Well, look at all the other shit we do. We sit all day. We eat like shit. We have sugar. We have tons of carbs. We have too much alcohol, let alone drug use. You know, like, I know someone that I grew up with, their son, you know, unfortunately he's on something, and I don't know what it is. It's like this new type of drug where they're mixing all this stuff together that you can get over the counter or whatever, you know. But one of the things is, I'll just go back to the criticism, because that's really what this video is about, is that as you improve, as you get better in anything, the people at the top are the most criticized. The presidents, the MVPs, the captains of their team, the MVP of their league, the best in their league, the father or the mother of the family. You know, they're the ones that, they're running the family. And it's easy to criticize the leader. It's easy to criticize the person that's going out on top. It's easy to criticize the person that's putting out a video or a positive Instagram post, or is going to the gym, or looks better, or is smarter, or is making more money. It's easy to criticize them. Super easy, and that's why you get criticized, because it is easy. But here's another thought. If they didn't criticize you, there's no good feeling when you rise above it. And I'll tell you how to rise above it. But there's no good feeling that I survived the criticism. You know, it's funny when you see people that are the best in their game. Say when it was LeBron and Steph Curry playing in the NBA championships. At the end, there was a mutual respect that, like, holy cow, we made it to the NBA championship. We had a hard-fought series. I think it went to Game 7. I'm not the biggest basketball fan, but I think it went to Game 7. And there's a mutual respect because they know what it took to get there. Not only through that one playoff series, but the whole season, their whole career, for them to practice every single day, to be the best that they are in the league, to be the best of the best in a league that's all you do. It's like the best chess champion, the bodybuilders. They know the discipline it takes to be the best. The criticism that they go through, the publicity, everything is scrutinized. They know what goes through. There's this mutual respect. And the criticism is actually good. The criticism is necessary, because if I folded under criticism, then I would stop making YouTube videos. If I folded under criticism, I would stop going to the gym. I would stop being smart. I would stop making money. And when you rise above that, that's kind of the barrier to entry. That's the easiest way to put it, is that you should want that because you know that you're doing something right. If you get criticism and you know you're doing something wrong, obviously eating terrible, drinking too much, being not a loving spouse or friend, that's different. I'm talking about when you're on your positive trajectory and your family and friends who are not used to this. My family wasn't used to what I'm going through. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? They self-development. They read newspapers, and like, nothing against them. They were amazing parents, but like, that wasn't their thing. It's like people that are like into sports or eating healthy or triathlons or whatever. It's like, they're like, yeah, this is what my parents did. My parents were all about be the best you can. That's why my brother's successful, my sister's successful. Like, we didn't grow up with lots of money. So it was really about, but the funny thing is, it was to work hard. It wasn't to better yourself along with working hard. It was just to work hard and good things will come. With me, I'm the anomaly in my family. The anomaly to the oomph degree, to like the bell curve. I'm the end entries on the bell curve. All right, I'm the exclusion. So when people will throw things out, so I'll tell you how to handle it. Number one is you first have to if it's in the beginning, you first have to let it go. Just let it go. Because if you try and convince someone that what you're doing, go to the gym, eating healthy, making more money, making sales calls, being positive, reading books, whatever you're doing, coming to work earlier, waking up earlier, going to bed earlier, being more positive, whatever you're doing that's positive, you have to understand one thing that's very specific, is that they're not used to it yet. And if they start to get used to it after maybe a month and a half, maybe a year, just consider this. It's 2016 right now. I had to think about it. 2016 right now. My first Tony Robbins event was 2009. 7 years ago. It was right around this time, actually. I think it was November 2009. That was 7 years ago. 7 years. And my parents are finally coming around on health. Finally, now, 7 years. So when you talk about trying to convert someone to reading more, waking up earlier, or whatever, just know it's going to take a lot of time, especially if they're older, because they think, number one, they're right, and number two is that they're so deeply ingrained in their habits that why would they change because you think it's correct? You know, they're like, give me theory, give me facts, let's see you do it. Let's see you do it for that amount of time. So for 7 years, I pushed the limits, not as much as I could. Not like I could have easily pushed it more. And that's one of the things that I'm working on, is pushing it more, pushing it harder, pushing it, going faster, going farther, having bigger goals, asking myself bigger questions, bigger dreams. But in the beginning, you just let it go. You just let it go. You just say, okay, cool. Not a big deal. The second thing is, when they start criticizing, they're going to say, why are you waking up early? Dude, this guy's waking up early. He's coming to work early. You don't need to come. We need to come to work at 8:30. This guy's coming to work at 8:15, 8 o'clock, 7:30. He's going to the gym, and they start criticizing you because they don't want to question themselves. So number one is you just let it go. And you just do it. You do you. You do you. You know how many times I've said that? You do you. When someone says, Charles, this isn't right for me. Okay. You do you. I'm not here to preach or to convert. This is really just I'm 31, so I don't know how old you are. I don't know how many books you've read. I don't know what you've gone through in your life. I have no idea. Everyone is completely different. Every single person, even within the family, they're completely different. Children that, even if they're twins, they have different personalities. Number one is because they wanted different personalities because they looked the same. And number two is that they were probably treated different by their parents. All the twins, I know 3 twins. They're totally different personalities. One's more outgoing, one's more reserved. One's smarter, one's not. One's into fitness, one's not. Okay? So you have to realize that when someone comments or someone says something or you read something, that's their life, that's their thinking. You could take it or leave it. Anything I'm saying, you could take it or leave it. That's the thing, is that you have to realize criticism is just that. You can't take it personally. You can't. When someone says, a gallon of water is too much, okay. You know, like I did the challenge for 30 days. I'll do my research continuously. I look at my body and my body says, you're active, you are walking around, you have a standing desk, you go to the gym daily, and you're walking around going on appointments and sales calls. Like it works for me. If someone is smaller or someone's not as active or whatever, that's totally different. Or you're older or younger, I don't know. You respond to your body. It's the same thing with anything on the criticism side. If someone says, you shouldn't be lifting that amount of weight, you shouldn't be waking up that early, you should get more sleep, you try it out in your mind and you say, okay, let me do the research. Then you actually try it out in person and say, okay, you know what, maybe they're right. Maybe they're right. You know, my mom she loves to say, I'll just tell you 3 examples of my family. My mom said, slow down. She's like, slow down. You got to slow down. You know, she's like, you're always on. You're always on. It's like, well, okay, great. Well, I'm going to die soon. And then I'm going to be off. And then I'm not going to have anything. And then my sister said, recently, she goes, I think you've achieved all of your goals. I'm like, I'm 31. I'm not even close. If I was like maybe 100, I was going to say 70s, but by my 70s, I'm still going to be extremely active. Like, there's no way I'm slowing down until my body's like, dude, we just slipped and fell and we're bruising or we're bleeding and we can't get up. Like, I'm going to be going hard for a long time. So she said, yeah, you've achieved your goals. So what, I stop? My mom said, slow down. You're going too fast. Take it easy. My dad says, be safe. That's his favorite thing. Be safe. He goes, you should watch the area that you live. Dad, I live in the West Village, okay? It's one of the nicest areas in the United States, one of the most expensive areas in the United States. And I'm not saying that to brag because my apartment is nothing to brag about, but it's an area that's extremely safe. But his mind isn't about the actual crime. It's about his mentality of how he was. Listen, our parents were raised by our grandparents. Our parents went through the Great Depression, not the Great Recession, the Great Depression, which was eat all the food that you can, save as much money as you can, take it easy, be safe, don't go out on a limb because you don't know if you're going to have your job. And that was passed down to our parents. Our parents then tried to pass it down to us. But we wanted to live outside of that, so we started buying nice things. Life got easy. We're safer, we're calmer, we're better, we're richer, blah, blah, blah. And that translated to a totally different, and then you add in the internet, it's like a whole explosion of personality and totally different than our parents. Our parents, first time ever that parents actually want to be like their kids instead of their kids like their parents. That's crazy. Think about that. I know this is a long video, and I said it was going to be a short one, but this is all about what you're going to go through as you go down your path of either self-development, bettering yourself, getting smarter, getting richer, at any time. Just being the best that you can. Being the best you can will bring criticism. So how do you handle it? Number one is just accept it in the beginning. Just be like, this is part of what it is. And don't take it personally. Someone says, whatever, be safe, slow down, why you going to gym, whatever, I don't know, whatever criticism, stop studying so much, stop getting straight A's, stop making so much money, stop working out so much, stop being so healthy. You don't take it personally. Just that's the barrier to entry, and that's them questioning themselves through their words. They're questioning themselves. Maybe I should wake up. Maybe I should go to the gym. Maybe I should eat healthy. Maybe I should have made more money. Maybe I should need to save more money, or whatever the case is. That's them questioning themselves verbally to you. Because if you start questioning yourself, they're going to be like, okay, I'm right. If you start saying, yeah, you're right, Dad, I need to be safer. Mom, I need to slow down. You know what, sister? Yeah, I've achieved all my goals. I'm going to stop now. Then they're like, yeah. They feel good. but you don't, because you don't want to be safe. You don't want to be taking it easy. You have more goals. So you keep on going, and they're like, okay, maybe I should be more ambitious. Maybe I should go to the gym. And it took 7 years, and finally my parents are doing it. If it's your spouse or whatever, just go on the journey, and whoever wants to come aboard wants to come aboard. I can tell you one thing, I'm gonna be there. And there's people on this channel that will be there. We have your back. This is the first time the internet has allowed anyone to communicate in a niche market, say self-development. There's only like, what, 1% of the society that actually is in self-development? So listen, don't take criticism personally, which is such a cliche thing, but you're only gonna experience not taking it personally when you actually start getting criticism or questioned by people you know, like, or people on your YouTube channel like comments. You know, I go along with it. Someone's like, Wooder, making fun of the accent, whatever. I'm gonna have a follow-up video on it because it's actually pretty funny. But have an awesome day. Let me know what you think about this. This was a total rant, and it was about criticism, but it was really about everything. So have an awesome day. Talk to you guys soon. Happy Friday. Have a great weekend, or whenever you